So today has really been about creating a learning and development opportunity for our key partners and providers, anyone who's got any sort of interest in creating more opportunities for older adults to move more. It's been about networking, it's been about people coming together and discussing what they're currently doing and what could be done better. So delegates had the opportunity to listen to keynote speeches this morning. So we heard from Katrina Stevens, Director of Public Health for Westmorland and Furness Council, to really give us that context and the data about kind of the importance of physical activity into later life. We then heard from Dr. Angela White, who's also known as the running granny, but she was here today as a clinician to talk about the importance of bone health and how osteoporosis is a reversible and preventable condition. Then we heard from Flipping Pain, from Julia Gover, who's one of their community pain champions, to really introduce the 6 key messages from Flipping Pain and about how hurt doesn't always mean harm. We've also heard from Bex Townley from Later Life Training, who really started to introduce the beginning of the journey that we want to bring people on in terms of developing the way that they speak and use language when encouraging movement, really reducing sedentary behaviour in older adults. And then Ed Tallis gave us a system perspective, speaking as one of the chairs from the ICB.
Fantastic to be at this event today. The importance of getting everybody together for something like this is absolutely critical, because no one organisation can help people live longer, better, alone. It's going to take all of us working to create a movement that helps people to stay healthy for longer.
Obviously, a big part of our work is supporting people to stay independent well for as long as they can do. So events like this really give us the opportunity to work with partner organisations, see what else is going on, but really take that step back from that organisational perspective and take that wider community look.
It's really useful being here today because adult social care aims to support people to live fulfilled lives as independently as possible, and staying active, and importantly being able to access those opportunities to be active in the community is a really important part of that.
It's always valuable to us at Later Life Training to have this platform, this stage to interact with professionals across all sectors supporting older people, and over and above our primary work of supporting evidence-based practice for exercise and falls prevention. The key message is always to support successful ageing, to help older people living with frailty or on trajectories to frailty, to make different decisions, to enjoy life. It's not just about preventing the falls, it's to get the most they can from their lives, to get up and do the things they enjoy.
The Better team have come out in force today, and there's a reason for that, because we know the importance of this scheme going forward. 2 years ago we had a fairly decent provision for the older age group, but this scheme has allowed us to align so many of our centres' activities to be the same offer no matter where you live in the area. And we're developing that more and more, and as this scheme grows, so will the number of people in activities taking part in water polo, fun water polo, chatter matters, just meeting up and having a coffee and a crack can be so important, whilst at the same time then going to have a game of bowls or a little game of badminton, a little game of pickleball, just low level activity that helps you network and develop both physical and mental well-being, and we know how important that is, and this Live Longer Better scheme is a real catalyst to help that grow.
So it's been 2.5 years since we launched Live Longer Better in Cumbria and the Reconditioning Fund, and we've achieved a great deal. And really there was a real mood in the room today that this isn't about making the case for the importance of physical activity anymore. It's much more about the finer details, sweating the small stuff, as Bex has described it, to really focus on how we can get those better outcomes through things that we as practitioners and deliverers are able to do. For me, what comes next is to gather the feedback, look at the evaluation from everyone who's been here today and see how it aligns with the focus within our annual report, and to really see where we can take the revolution next, because there's so much more to do.